And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Fields on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And Davis with it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 20-yard.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Zaven Collins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there, and the Lions will take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the option, here's Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Alder Grossis on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the 50, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. After 7-0 on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and 2, boom. And getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. Boom. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw on second down. Boom. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Zach Davidson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just... And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Zaven Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw on second down. Boom. Looking deep for Elliott.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Boom. Open man is QT, complete. destroyed.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a thrower with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On play action, Fields.
And he fires one incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Fields now to throw.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
On the option, here's Elliott.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Boom. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw on third down. Boom. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Back to throw. Boom. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields.
He's going to take another shot here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 37. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Boom. This is caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Boom. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they well,
this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down. Boom. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Prime time,
touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
Again, Fields. On the slant, he's got Davis.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now Fields.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Kiki QT now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third and 6.
Back to throw again.
Open man is Davidson, the tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's going to let it go again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.